Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Hello, my lovely students. How are you? Today we will complete Unit 4 for Mega Goal 2. I wonder what happened. Today we will use independent clause with and, but, or, so, and yet. We also use conditional sentences with present and future forms. What's the meaning of independent clause? An independent clause expresses a complete thought and can stand alone as a sentence. For example, a meteorite crashed through their two-story house. Two or more independent clauses can be combined with coordinating conjunctions, conjunction words, such as and, but, or, so, and yet. When a sentence includes two independent clauses joined by a coordinating conjunction, use a comma before the coordinating conjunction. For example, neighbors said they hear a terrific noise, yet no one reported it to the police. Pay attention, we use comma before the coordinating conjunction yet. Mr. and Mrs. Fawcett's house was destroyed, so they moved. We also use comma before the coordinating conjunction so. The past with dependent time clause. We can talk about a past event using a time clause with when, as soon as, before, after, while, until, and since. When the time clause comes before the main clause, use a comma between the two clauses. For example, when they arrived home, this is the time clause, they discovered to their amazement that a meteorite had crashed through the roof. So we use comma here between the two clauses, the time clause and the main clause. How can we express enthusiasm with intensifiers and adjectives? There are gradable adjectives and non-gradable adjectives. We use very, rarely, and quite for gradable adjectives, but we use absolutely, rarely, and quite for non-gradable adjectives. For example, we can say very scary, but we say absolutely terrifying. Very good, but absolutely amazing. Really interesting, but absolutely fascinating. Very small, but absolutely tiny. Really big, but absolutely massive. Keep in mind this note, please. We can use really with both kinds of adjective, it means a lot. But when we use quite before a gradable adjective, it means a little. When we use quite before non-gradable adjective, it means completely. Now, let's answer the following exercise. Exercise number A. Complete the witness report with the correct form of the verb in the past. Compare with a partner. While I was walking to work, I heard a lot of people shouting and then I heard a very loud crash. Before I heard the crash, I had seen lights above me and I had heard a humming sound. When I arrived at the park, a really large crowd had already gathered around something which had fallen out of the sky. People were quite terrified because they had never seen anything like that before. Some people called the police and some other people ran away. Before I saw the object was man-made. I had thought the object was a UFO. When I saw that the object was made from metal, I realized that it was probably part of a weather balloon or satellite. Conditional sentences with present and future forms. Use conditional sentences with F to talk about a real causes and results. In these cases, you can also use when in place of it. For present facts, use the simple present tense in both clauses. For example, when a meteorite enters the Earth's atmosphere, chemical interaction and gases cause it to heat up and form a fireball. This is a present fact, so we use simple present. Future facts. Use the simple present in the F clause and the future with will in the result clause. If you don't leave now, you will be late. We use the future will plus base form in the result clause because it's a future. We also use may or might. Use may or might in the result clause to suggest something is possible but not certain. If you see a meteorite falling through the sky, it may be a stony meteorite, or it might be an iron meteorite. The third type of meteorite is a stony iron meteorite, but these are very rare. Now, we will answer the following exercise. After express necessity and lack of necessity. What should I do if I see something strange in the sky? I can say, you need to video or photograph the object if you have a camera phone. Need to plus space for. Or I can write, you have to call an expert to get their opinion. Have to plus space for. Or you don't need to, or you needn't worry. Strange things fall off the sky on a regular pace all around the world. Now, are you ready to answer the following exercise? Exercise number C. Complete the sentence, use the simple present tense and will, may, or might in the second clause. When you heat water to 100 degrees Celsius, it boils. Here we use simple present, heat and boils. Number 2, if you climb up to 4,000 meters, they will need oxygen. Number 3, if you see a falling star, it might be a meteorite. Number 4, if we get this HD television, we will see the game better. The last one, when you mix flour and water, here we use mix, you will end up the pattern. Do you understand, my lovely students? Take care of yourself.